a tough guy, very tough guy. You see, he's strong and comes to wear his opponents down. Unfortunately, Tommy's game plan just didn't work. He is Bill's mandatory, and we're looking to put that fight on in London on the 8th of June. Sorry, 8th of July. 8th of July. We've got to just finalise a couple of bits and pieces with his team, and hopefully we can we'll get it on.
Whereabouts in London will that be, Frank?
We've got two venues on hold. One is the Cotton Box, and we're trying to get another venue, which is a bigger one. But obviously, we just want to get Bill out. Bill's been sitting around for a year now, being sodded around by different people who agreed fights, and they've not happened for various reasons. And whatever happens, he needs that fight, and hopefully, and don't want to be counting out chickens, he comes through that. He'll be in a fantastic position to actually fight in the unification.
Ivan,
Oh, mate.
what did you make of Avtandil Khurtsidze tonight?
Listen, to me, he's he's very readable. I mean, you can shut your eyes and hear him coming, but I just think that Tommy Langford just was planting his feet and letting his hands go a little bit too much. Where I thought he should have been a little bit more up and on his feet, and making him miss. And because that fella, he was tired and gassing. It's only the fifth round, was it? Fifth round? He was gassing. But it's boxing. He caught Tommy with a good shot. He's not to be overlooked. He's not to be misjudged. He come to do what he does, win. He's won a few by knockout. He lives up to the name Mike Tyson, but it's very far in between. To be honest, I said it earlier on. He's Danny DeVito side of him. If I can't beat him, I don't deserve to be in these big unification fights. Simple as that. He's my mandatory. He's the one I've got to deal with. So get him out of the way, and we'll see if Golovkin then can find his pen on one of the big ones.
Were you expecting to be Tommy Langford to come through this tonight?
I was 50-50 really. I mean, Tommy Langford, his art's not been tested. His chin, to be fair, has not been tested as of yet. And he's yet to have that big fight to deal with the pressure that if he would have won tonight, he would have been mandatory for a world title. That's all pressure. We got cut in the first round, and I'm sure he'll come again. But I didn't really see much of this Khurtsidze, so I thought it'd probably be a 50-50. But when I watched the first and second round, I thought Tommy could win the fight, and I fancied him favourite from the third onwards until he got caught.
Frank, you must be bitterly disappointed not to be making Langford and Billy Joe, I guess, now. So
Exactly, and actually I realised, as Bill said, that's how I see the fight. He had the first round, second round, he was still there, but then I thought Tommy was sort of settling himself down and getting his jab going and moving. It weren't to be. There would be nothing better than all British, an all domestic world title fight. It would have been a fantastic fight, but that's business, that's show business, as they say, and at the end of the day, the fella come to the other guy's backyard and he won, and he done it in style, so now he's now got the shot at Bill.
do you think the fight's a harder sell with it not being the all-British world title fight that you discussed?
I mean, if he was Bill's mandatory, Bill was actually going to have to fight him, but what happened, as we said, was we had this Golovkin fight, and the terms were agreed, and then Golovkin, after his fight with Jacobs, is not available now. In some ways, at least now the public know who he is. We'd be selling some guy from Georgia, and nobody will really know outside of real boxing fans who he is. Now they know who he is.
Bill, do you get the fear factor from Khurtsidze? Having watched him tonight, does he inspire you to want to put on a full show and get to grips with him?
Listen, I think when you're world champion, every time you get in the ring is a fear factor, and especially my last performance, terrible, but not really. No, nobody, to be honest, puts the fear factor on me. It's just I'm a fighter. That's what I like to do. He's good. He's strong, isn't he? That's all he's got. Take away his power. Take away some swings. He's the only boxer I know who hasn't got a jab. So, it's one of them. Not overlooking him or talking him down, because he's obviously very dangerous, but. That side, a good-minded boxer, even Nassam the Dam, I think he beat him. He's a southpaw, he's a good mover, and I think he beat him comfortable. So I'm not going on that, but You know, if I come in right, I personally think in my own head that I'm the best middleweight on the planet, as long as I come in right 100%. So I don't see why I should be feared from him.
It was 7 years since he boxed Hassan and Dan, so he has sort of developed as a fighter since. He's been on a good run of wins.
He's got a lot of wins under his belt.
Yeah, you know, he's been in with some good men, isn't he? So listen, like I say, I'm not here running him down, but I'm just picking my faults. There's plenty of good things I can say about him. He's a good puncher. He's got a good chin. He's will to win. He's very upfront. You know, he's the same. He's got plenty of bottles. So, you know, you put all that in, it makes a good fighter, and it showed tonight.
Coming back to Tommy a little bit, Frank, as well. Obviously, some ringsiders thought that the referee maybe stepped in that a little bit too early.
Not at all. No, the referee was spot on.
Tommy was very, very hurt. We see a lot of accidents in boxing, and to be honest with you, if it was a son of mine in there, I would shake the referee's hand and say good job, because
he got it spot on.
He did, yeah.
And we want Tommy to win. At the end of the day, his health is more important. And of course, he wanted to go on. He wouldn't want to fight on. That's what fighters do, and that's what the referee says, to protect them from themselves. He was gone. He was wobbling. I don't think he fully recovered. And that fellow would have, the way he fights, would have jumped straight off. And I think he would have taken unnecessary punishment.
Yeah. Obviously, Joe as well. Triple G. How much does it rank with you? You're not quite managed to get that fight over the line. Having, he's been here as well, hasn't he? He's been to England as well. That's the strange thing about it, isn't it? But he doesn't seem to probably get it on with himself, does he? So,
I think a lot of people look at me, I'm a belt, they look at my belt, think it's an easy target. You know, but I think deep down their own head, they realise that I'm a nightmare for me stance, you know, what I bring to the table. I'm not one of them, I stand in front of them and have a punch. I've got a chin, touch me and I go over. I've got a good chin, I've got plenty of art, and I come to fight. And I also got probably one of the bestest boxing skills in Britain at the minute. You know, put that on display. There's not a lot of people want to go near that. You know, Eubank, Canelo, Golovkin, you know, he kept saying it was his dream fight. He's had his chance to sign it. He didn't. So now I'm put forward, now I'm a mandatory. I like to fight. Like, you know what, it might even do me good to fight him. You know, shake a bit of ring rust back off again, get back in there, get, you know, all some of my tools up, get ready for the big one. It's a blessing in disguise maybe. Not overlooking him. He's got to be beat. He's not going to come here and lay down. I know I've got to work hard to do that as well, and that's what I'm willing to do.
Would you believe that Golovkin is waiting on the outcome of Canelo versus Chavez Jr. before he commits to his next decision?
Well, it's not about him committing to the next thing. Him committing. The one who's in the driving seat is Canelo. He's the big attraction in America, and at the end of the day, it's going to be his decision on what terms he wants to fight for.
My opinion is that what Canelo is doing is he's using Golovkin's name as a draw for the. He's using Golovkin's name as a draw for the Chavez fight. You know, they're saying if he comes through this, he's going to fight Golovkin. So people are watching that fight closely. Sue wins. It's a good fight, but what people need to realise, it was only 6 months ago that he vacated his WBC middleweight title instead of fighting him. So what's changed in 6 months? Not his bank account, definitely. He's got plenty of money. Not his art. That's definitely for sure. Because let's face it, Frank can sit and call me like everybody's put in front of me. I've done, so I'm ready to fight. I've never said no to nobody. I'll fight anybody. And they say Golovkin's the best. I want to test myself. I'm 27 now. I want to be out of boxing time. I'm 30, 31. Let's see if I'm good enough to go on. If I'm not good enough to beat him, I'll get out of the ring and shake his hand. But I know there's something inside me that I could definitely cause a big upset.
Watching the Danny Jacobs fight against Golovkin, is there anything that you saw that makes you confident?
Not really. There's stuff I've seen years ago, you know, but I kept to myself. That I knew that he was, you know, an animal. But I said to people that I wanted 18 months to 2 years, not because I wanted to get better, because I wanted to mature a little bit. You know, not that I needed more experience. I've been to Olympic Games at 18 and, you know, boxed all around the world, 24 pro fights. I just wanted that, let him get that little bit more older, me get that little bit more stronger. And I believe that the time has come now. You can't beat time in boxing, and I believe it's my time.
Alex, who's from looking after Lou DeBella's Entertainment's representing him over here. So we're talking about the 8th of July. We're on over there. We've got some dots and I's and things to agree. And we're crossing T's to be we'll get that done. Feels ready to go. That's really where we are.
Well, let me just say first of all, and Khurtsidze will be up here in a second. I know you guys are rather hear from him than from myself. First of all,